Greetings, class. My name is Tanya T, and I would like to welcome you to an introduction to Hair 101. Today's topic will be silicones. If you could, please grab your textbook, The Science of Black Hair, and open it to page 77. Excuse me? You've forgotten your textbook. Well, I guess we'll have to do this in a lecture presentation, won't we? Please grab paper and pencil and be prepared to take notes. What's up, you guys? It's Tanya. How you doing? What's going on? What did you think about that, you guys? Did you get a little nervous? Did you have studying flashbacks? It's not that serious. This is going to be a completely laid-back discussion about cones, and so let's get started. Silicones. My references today are going to be very simple. I will be using The Science of Black Hair, and I'm going to also be using just the basic dictionary. With that, let's go. Today's topic is going to be about silicones. Now, I looked up the word silicone, and I wanted to kind of give you the definition that we have in dictionary.com's reference. It says silicone, any of a number of polymers containing alternate silicon and oxygen atoms, whose properties are determined by the organic groups attached to the silicone atom and that are fluid, rubbery, extremely stable in high temperatures, and water repellent. Used as adhesives, lubricants, and hydraulic oils in an electrical insulation, cosmetics, etc. Now, that definition is pretty basic, but pretty substantial. In the natural hair community, there's been so much uproar over whether or not to use cones. And when I say cones, they're anything that is derived of that product. Typically, if you're looking at your ingredients on your hair product containers, the word is going to end in cone, C-O-N-E, I apologize, or con, C-O-N. Also, there's col, C-O-L, and there's zane, X-A-N-E. And lastly, there is another one. Hold up, you guys. There is another one. Let me look at it real quick. Nope, I got them all. But on those items, what we've been told is that cones are all bad for you. Cones, we know we should avoid, but we don't really know why. Well, I'm going to tell you why we need to avoid cones, or why you don't need to avoid cones. Certain specific cones act as barriers to, I guess you could say, blocking out water. They're not water soluble, so if you put them on your hair, they act as a barrier that does not allow moisture to get into your hair. When this happens, if you have a lot of cones on your hair, what happens is basically it smothers the hair follicle and the whole hair shaft from inside out. So since it can't get any air, it becomes dry and brittle, and then it becomes more prone to breakage and damage. Now, there are cones actually that are fine to use because they're water soluble, but it is up to us as consumers to be aware of which cones are water soluble and which ones are not. Is that good? Fair enough. Now, going back to the cone situation, I wanted to give you a list of the cones that we can and cannot use. And bear with me, you guys, I have a lot of stuff over here that I'm looking at one time, and I'm trying my best to stay on track and not pause, but you're going to get some pauses, and I do apologize for that. Now, for the most part, in my opinion, I think that you should just be cognizant of the products that you're using, what the ingredients are, and where the ingredients are listed on the container. I have figure 31 from the Science of Black Hair, and I'm going to show you this. And I'm going to break it down to you and show it to you separately so you can see the different columns. The first grouping I'm going to show you are cones that are easily removed with water. Meaning that if you see these ingredients in your products, it's fine because water will remove them. So just you washing your hair with just water, not even using soap, will remove these products because they are water soluble. Okay, you guys, let me see if I can do this because I want you to focus just on that. So I'm going to try to get this close to you, because if I try to pronounce these words, I'm just going to embarrass myself. It'd probably make you feel uncomfortable. So check these out, write them down, and I strongly encourage you not to trust me. Do your own research, read information from several places to make sure it all flows the same and it all makes sense. But those 4 cones, if you see those in your ingredients, they're fine because they come out with water. And also that means that water can penetrate your hair too. Okay? Now we're going to go to the next listing. The next group are cones that are slightly less soluble, meaning that they can be removed with water, but it's going to be more difficult to remove them with water. Okay? So we have group B. I want you to look at that. And these are products that can be removed with water, but it's going to take a little bit more work to remove them. Why is that important? Well, what that means is that you probably need to use a clarifying shampoo to get those products off your hair. Or maybe just wash your hair several times to get those products off. But they're still not bad. And let's say that the first one looks like it's called cyclomethicone. Let's say that you see a product, one of your products has cyclomethicone in it. If the ingredient is one of the first 5, you probably should be really concerned with how much cones are being distributed on your hair. However, excuse me, if that same cone is the second from the last ingredient in the container, the ingredient is probably very minimal. So you really have less of a concern about how much cones are on your hair, and it probably will be really easy to remove the cones because it's not that much of a concentration in the bottle. That makes sense. Well, this last list are the stubborn cones. And remember, there's so many cones out there, a lot of them are not on this list, which is why, again, I encourage you to do your research. But these stubborn cones only come off with a sulfate. You have to have a strong detergent-like shampoo to remove these products. And here's the thing, and I'm going to show you the list and then we'll keep talking about this. Here's the thing. Whoops. Sorry you guys. It messed up on me. There we go. Make it big. Ooh. And you make it big, it becomes not as clear. So we'll try this. Okay, so here's the last list of items that are very hard to remove as cones. If you look at this list, you will see the first one on there is dimethicone. Dimethicone is seen in lots of conditioners and stylers. Well, not a lot, I don't think. I think of the products that we normally buy who are naturalistas, probably not a lot of ours. But items that you can get like at Target and Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, those kind of places, you're probably going to see lots of dimethicone in the products. Here's the thing about those. Again, if the dimethicone ingredient is towards the bottom, well, the concentration in that bottle of product is going to be very minimal. So again, use your judgment and make a decision based on your knowledge of products. However, if that dimethicone is one of the first 5 ingredients, there is probably a lot in there. And we get back to the problem of, is this dimethicone product going to coat my hair strand enough to where my hair cannot breathe, cannot get any moisture in it, and because I'm using a sulfate-free shampoo, or I'm only co-washing, I'm not removing this cone from my hair, so it's going to keep on drying out, and then it's going to snap, or it's going to be damaged or be more prone to damage. Okay? Again, you have to decide for yourself what is the best decision. I have really decided this past year, 2013, that I really wanted to limit or eliminate cones in my, I guess you could say, my product stash. And I've pretty much done that. Of all the products I have that have cones, I have 5 products that have cones, and 2 of those products I use intentionally because I want to straighten my hair and I want to keep my hair straight, and I know that I need to use a sulfate to remove those. Because remember, if you have something like dimethicone, the only way you can remove that is with a sulfate or a really strong detergent like cleanser on your hair. And then on like one of my conditioners I have, it has a cone in it, but they're towards the bottom. So I'm okay with that, but I honestly haven't decided whether if I'm going to keep on using that product once I've used the products up. And again, that's a personal preference. I am all about using what is best for my hair and what makes my hair do the best. So if cones help me in my hair journey, I'm fine with that, but they have to be certain types of cones, or there has to be a very low concentration of those. That's about it, you guys. I just wanted to give you that little brief introduction to cones, but as usual, I always encourage you, number 1, to do your research and to make sure that you know what's in the products that you're using. I myself am guilty of using a product and making an assumption that it's cone free, and then dang it, it's not cone free. Recently, I mean, you know, that just happened to me with the Thank God I'm Natural products for the conditioner only, that I purchased, thinking that I just never checked the ingredients, and it happens. So you can't beat yourself up over that, but again, just be informed, because since I'm informed and I know about what kind of cone that is, and I know where it's listed in my ingredients, I'm okay with using it, and I'm looking over at it, so I might as well just point out to you the Triple Moisture Replenishing Conditioner from Thank God I'm Natural. I really like this product because it gave me great slip, and my hair really felt good and looked good after the fact. And it does have, you can never find these things when you need to, can you? It has a dimethicone, but it's towards the bottom, and I'm okay with that because I know the concentration is very minor. So with something that's so diffused amongst the product, I'll be able to remove that from my hair with just using my regular sulfate-free shampoo from Hydrothermal Naturals, or my clarifying shampoo from Kinky Curly, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you the information. And again, please give me feedback on what you think on this first Hair 101 class, sulfates, and we will be moving on and picking other things. And again, if there's something that you want me to talk about, a certain topic or a certain piece of information you would like me to do research on because I have the time, just let me know and I will. Alright, you guys, guess what? I holla! Bye.